Thank you for joining us for another episode of Camping with Wade's RV every Friday morning at 10 o'clock. And today I'm joined with a very special guest. I have my rep from Vibe Travel Trailers, Chris. Welcome to the show.
How's it going, man?
I'm trying to catch a good vibe now.
I love it.
So I'm really excited about for one, the new floor plans you've been telling me about. I have one here right now that took me away. We had it up there in Oklahoma City, and whenever I was setting up, I tow all the RVs down to the show, so I get to have a little bit of a preview, you might say. I got to lock all the doors, make sure all the showers are shut, so I get to go inside every single one. And that 19, I really like that, and I used to really love, they used to make a floor plan called the 1900 RB and a stick and tin travel trailer, and it kind of brought me back to that, except new and improved because you're in a Vibe.
Improved.
Yes.
Yeah.
So tell them a little bit about that floor plan and different features that it has.
For sure. So that 19RB that we're doing, that's one of 3 new floor plans for the Vibe product. We've always kind of been known as that 30 to 40 foot travel trailer, and we're kind of getting into that segment, that smaller segment, because weight and length is really important to a lot of customers right now. And kind of how I talk about this 19RB is it's kind of the BMW of your lightweight laminate travel trailers. I mean, there are no options that you have to put on that thing. You're looking at 4,800 pounds. It's 27 feet long. It does have the Murphy bed, but what it does have, it has a European type window on it, solid surface countertops throughout, 12-volt heating pads on your tanks, tankless water heater, 200 watts of solar. I mean, the thing is fully loaded. It's got the bar top seating. It's perfect for somebody that wants to stay under that 30 feet, under 5,000 pounds, and is worried about towing something heavier. So,
and have luxury. That's
sure.
That's really, whenever you said the BMW, that really stood out to me, because typically when a consumer's looking at a 20-foot unit, 20, 25-foot unit, there's not a whole lot of options when it comes to that higher end, higher luxury, having the solid surface. Sure. I don't know of any other one that has a tankless hot water heater, and then having that block foam insulation. So for someone wanting to get there out on the road, but not looking for something too heavy, with that double axle, it's going to tow really nice. Yep. It's not super long like you were saying, but you're going to have all the space. So if you're out there, 19, it's not exactly 19 foot, but you have good flow inside the unit without having a slide, having the bar top and having that big window. That's what really caught my eye, because whenever I go out, I like to be a little bit more compact. I'm usually going to different rodeos or different ranches, and I'm camping out there, and it's a little harder to get a 40-foot unit in. Yep. And so without having a slide, like, I have bells going off in my head, like, look at this unit, because I want to get in somewhere and make it easy and functional, where I'm not having to put a whole bunch of things out or set up a whole bunch of different stuff. And that unit would work perfect. I can set the computer up right there at the bar.
Got it.
Whenever I'm ready to go to bed. Yeah.
And it's still got an outside kitchen on it, too.
Okay, I did not know that.
With being so small, that's something that you don't see, too, especially a non-slide unit like that. Having that outside kitchen, I mean, that is something that's huge with consumers right now. And working all the shows that I've already worked, I mean, that's something where outside kitchen does have an outside kitchen, So to have something that small and be able to fit that on there, that's a big plus for it.
It kind of reminds me of, there's some folks, they've been camping in the big 45-foot Class A diesel pushers, and then, they're just not wanting something as big, so they move down to that Mercedes-Benz Class C. Kind of like that with the Vibe, if you're looking for something a little bit smaller, you still want all the features and all the fun. I mean, the outside kitchen, this thing literally has everything you could want without being 30 foot long. That typically that's what you're going to have all the comforts, even the shower, stuff that people don't think about. If you're in a 20-foot trailer, usually the shower is tiny, and guys like us are not going to be comfortable whatsoever. So a great floor plan, and it's going to do good. So I'm really excited to see how many we can sell. For me, I know we're going to sell a lot of Vibes. That's not a question, but it's kind of a contest to me. So I want to sell the most 19 RB. So we're going to really be pushing that. And then you're also telling me about another floor plan that just came out, and I am trying to get these guys to order one. So if you guys are interested in this floor plan we described, I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see it fully. Give us a call, because I want Shane to get one of these on the lot ASAP. This thing is so cool. Tell them a little bit about it.
We will have a couple on order, I promise you that. We did just start production on this here in December, but It's our 31 HB, so it's a hidden bunk. It's a new concept for the industry. It's a bunk room in the actual slide out, so it's a super slide with a bunk room built into it. Huge windows. I mean, I just worked the Kansas City show last week, and we had this in there. We did great with it, sold a bunch. And the biggest, I mean, what customers really liked about it the most were the windows. Obviously, having that hidden room, that's a feature when people walk in. It's like, wow, it's a wow feature. But windows all around, bar top seating. Again, everything that I talked about with the 19RB, you're still going to get that on this 31HB. It's double opposing slides, bar top seating. It's got the beverage cooler / wine cooler in it. It's got an island, again, tankless water heater, 12-volt heating pads, a solar package, everything, fully loaded coach. And it's something that you need to get out and see, too, you know, because the concept behind it, you're not really going to understand it until you get into that room and see that.
Yeah, and whenever you were describing it to me, the opposing slide is what really caught my ear, you might say, because there's been a couple different manufacturers out there that have featured this kind of feature with the bunk room and the slide out, and it has been super popular. But that opposing slide just really opens it up. And then the extra feature I really liked is when you're out there at the campsite, it's about your views and your camping and where you're at. I think that's why the parking lot isn't full with campers right now, is because you there would be camping in an asphalt parking lot. With this unit right here, it's going to have a full, it looks like 4-seat bar top with that big rear window. So if you're out there at the lake, I mean, that's a perfect place to crack a cold one, let me tell you.
It is. And we still also offer, too, that same European window, that pop-out window with the with the blackout shades and the screen on it as well. So all three of our new floor plans, that 19RB, 22RK, 31HB, we're putting that European-style window in there. And that's been a huge hit for us, too. So moving forward, we're trying to incorporate that into more floor plans because that has been a popular feature.
What I like about having the bunk room in the slide, a lot of people, I've heard different things. I've worked a couple different shows with the floor plans with this. I hear two different things. Well, I don't want to put my kids in a closet. Well, it's not a closet, all right? It's a full room.
It is a full room.
It's got a bunk. It's got a desk. It's got shelves. It's got plug-ins. It's got lights. It's got vents. It's got everything that a bunk room would have. But talking about travel trailers, one thing I tell my consumers is a lot of times they ask, where's the outside kitchen or where's this and that? And there's just not a space for it. Everything has to have a space. And in the past, to have a bunk room, you either had them in the corner or you had to have a giant bunk room, which took up, 10, 12 feet of your camper. And you're talking 30, 40. That's a third of your camper. And with this, it allows you to go out, mom and dad, have your master bedroom, have a normal bathroom with a real shower, real sink, but you're not having to sacrifice your living space.
For sure.
You can entertain in here. You have the bar top. You have the entertainment center. You can have a bunch of people in one space, and you can be cool or you can be hot. And depending on the seasons, that's the whole point, is having, being able to enjoy those creature comforts. And you're going to be able to do it in this floor plan, and you're not going to have to sacrifice the luxury of having that living space. So that's one thing that really caught my eye.
That's it. And working that show last weekend, too, the customers that we did sell to, it was actually kind of eye-opening for me because kind of when we designed this floor plan, it was more so, for, the mom and dad or the grandparents, where you have the kids that come maybe once or twice a year, the grandkids that come once or twice a year, and you want a true couples coach, but you also want that option. If they do come with you, they do have a place to stay. And something that I took back to the plant this week and we were discussing is everybody that we sold it to, they were talking about taking the bunks out. So two people that we sold it to, they were going to put their sewing machine on the desk that we had there and then turn that bunk room into actual storage. So something we're going to talk with engineering, too, is if we can maybe design more storage compartments back there. So if we want to do it that way, we can build it that way. But that's another option for you as well. And on this trailer, too, it does have the outside kitchen as well. So that was something, it's going to be off-door side, but we still did get that on there for you.
And that's typically something with this floor plan you're not going to have, and Vibes watching your back. They're making sure that you're still going to have that. And that's what I love is, it doesn't matter if you're looking at a 30-foot unit or you're looking at a 19-foot unit, you're still going to have those same features. And another thing is their standards. They're going to come from the factory. It's not something that you have to add on after, because if you've ever traded in an RV, you don't get options on that blue book.
You do not.
This is really helping the consumer. Whenever they roll out of the lot, they're going to have a little bit more value, I would say, to their coach versus someone that's having to literally buy and pay for those options. I mean, you guys are just sending it right from the factory, taking care of your customer.
Yep.
So really like that. And then you guys have really good materials. Tell them a little bit about your roofing material that you guys use.
So right now we're using a PVC roof. I mean, it used to have a 12-year warranty on it. Now it's a lifetime warranty. And I always have to explain to customers too, that's not to say that you don't have to get up there and check it, every 6 months to a year, however often you're checking it. You still want to get up there and check the seals, but the actual membrane, right now, it does have a lifetime warranty on that actual membrane that we're doing on the Vibes right now.
That's awesome.
Fully walkable roof, too.
So little Wade can get up there and dance on it? Is that right?
He can get up there and dance.
Okay, perfect. So it is a danceable roof. I'm really excited about the Vibe this year. The new designs have also been great. That's one thing I saw at Open House in 2024 was interior design. You guys have done a really good job making it more modern, more sleek, and I think it's really going to take over the show this weekend. And like I said, I know Wade's RV sells a lot of Vibes, but I think we're going to be your number one Vibe dealer this year.
I would not doubt that one bit.
So if you guys are interested in a Vibe, give us a call. I'm going to have links below to the products that we talked about, so you can go directly to it. And if you have any questions, give us a call at Wade's RV. Any of our 3 locations, we can help you out. We have over 300 different units in stock, and we specialize in sales, service, parts, and storage. You're always going to find Wade Reeves at that dealership, usually in the shop working on one.
Yep.
So it's not just about sales, it's about taking care of our customers after the fact, because you're going to need a sewer hose, you're going to need a heated water hose, and we have all that, and we actually go camping, so we can give you a good recommendation on what to use. So thanks for coming on the podcast, Chris. If you guys like the podcast, make sure to like and follow. We have a new episode coming out every Friday at 10 o'clock, so thanks for joining us, and can't wait to get out there and sell some Vibes.
Appreciate it, man.
You betcha. Thanks, bro. If I can get my hand out. There we go. Thank you guys for tuning in to Camping with Wade's RV.